guys. Almost there. Almost there. All right. I want to try my title screen, and now we'll go to the stream screen. See how it goes. Hey, bam! Look at that. It's pretty sweet. All right. So, yesterday, I got out on the lake yesterday, and I was able to do a little meandering, so to speak. I went to Rocky Point and sort of made my way down to Comfort Point, which is usually where the fish are, but I didn't see any yesterday. There was an otter, a very cute little guy, about 2.5, 3 feet long, and sort of swimming around me until I snagged somebody's lawn chair, and then I kind of scared him away. It was on the dock. And then I sort of made my way down. It was such a beautiful day. I wanted to do some paddling. So I went down one of the rivers or creeks that feed into it, and all the way to the Harriman Resort, which, by the way, is a really nice resort. Never been there. Evidently, the guy's selling it for $4 million. So if you got an extra $4 million and a lot of capital, I say go for it. It is a nice resort. But, see, ginger ale, because I can't drink liquor. So if you donate, each donation, I'll take a drink of ginger ale. Who knows, at the end of the stream, I might finish the can. All right. So anyway, I sort of paddled my way down there. It's about 2 or 3 foot depth on that creek. All the way to the resort. Personally, I would dredge that resort, and really make a deep spot because it's really shallow, just so I could have fish in front of the resort. I didn't see any fish in that area. I sort of took a couple tributaries. Guys were duck hunting, so I kind of skedaddled because I found these really nice ducks, and I thought they were really brave until I got close, and they were decoys. Go figure. And then there was some ice, but absolutely beautiful here right now in Klamath Falls. I mean, it's getting cold this week, and it's supposed to snow 1 or 2 days this week. But the water temperature was about 37. I know that sounds cold, but it was almost 50 degrees yesterday here. And I want you guys to know, 50 degrees here, you can wear shorts. It's so much easier to get used to cold weather than hot weather. I've lived in Fresno, and and Modesto, and the San Joaquin Valley is very, very hot in California. Nobody gets used to 110, 115 degree weather. Just nobody. I mean, unless you're like Satan or something. You just don't get used to it. But you can acclimate to 40 degrees. Let me just tell you, it's nice outside. It's at 37 degrees today. I was out there with just a shirt on, and it felt pretty good. It's all right. So, anyway, very nice day yesterday. Did not catch anything. I have come up blank, except for the one spot I can't tell you I caught fish at because I accidentally fished a spot I shouldn't have been fishing because I didn't know. You weren't supposed to be fishing it. But if you were an indigenous Indian person, where I didn't catch something was by the Sportsman Club on the Williamsons River. But you got to be an indigenous, tribal person to fish the Williamsons and Wood River right now. So, very excited about. Got this in the mail. Evidently, when you order stuff to Klamath Falls, Oregon, it's almost a requirement for that package to make its way to every other part of the earth prior to getting here. I don't know why. It just is. But 1 out of 2 things I got, and my rabbit baits, are in New Hampshire. New Hampshire. You can't get much further than that in the United States. So, I figure another week or so, maybe I'll get those in here. But I did get my Ned Rig jig heads. So there's, 5 pack in here. So when my Ned rigs come in, I was watching a video this morning and what was his name? Professional best. I forget. Anyway, he was doing a demonstration, and they had, he was in a big giant pool on his boat, and doing a demonstration at some kind of, expo, and he was catching on Ned's rainbow trout that they had in there. It was like the bass weren't even biting it, but he was pulling in big old rainbows that were stocked in there. So I'm thinking, maybe, yeah, because we got big rainbows here. Okay, nobody donated, but I'm thirsty. Ginger ale. Nectar of the soda pop gods. Okay. Anyway, that was very, very cool. I did take some pictures yesterday, but because I didn't catch anything, I really didn't do a whole lot. On my Facebook page, I did post a short video that I did a live stream yesterday, but when I'm out on the lake, the reception is really bad, so it's like, I am still actively pursuing sponsors. So there is good news for everybody. $600 per person was passed, and so buy that kayak or whatever you want for fishing, because it's very important that you have social distancing and you buy the tools to social distance. So a kayak really is the perfect social distance tool. You can almost write it off. Maybe. I don't know. But government's paying it for you, so not bad. Let's see. What else? I got my jig heads. Rabbit baits. For some reason, they're in New Hampshire. They were supposed to arrive yesterday, but because I live here, everything goes the long way. I hope you like my screen. I hope you like it. It's kind of cool. In the lower right corner, what I can do, I think, let's see, is that where it should be where the text box is. Should be where the text box is. Let me look. I hope you like it. But it isn't. So, what I'm going to have to do, that little area there, I'm going to designate screen sharing, lower right. So, for instance, let me see, I go to Maps, get the, let me give it a shot. I'll show you where I was at yesterday. Okay. Add browser source. Browser source. Add source. Maybe URL. Maps, good. Got it. Got it good. Aha, see? Look at that. Alright, so let's see. Let's see. If I can scroll it and you can see it. See what that looks like. No, not really. Doesn't really let me control it. Kind of a bummer. Really want you to see, as I control it. Let me try something. We'll delete that. And we are going to add, let's see, is there desktop? media source, window capture. Window capture. That should work, right? Window capture. Da-da-da-da. Window. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boo. All right. Window capture. Oh, that's not it. That ain't it. Alright, well, really would love more interactive stuff. Media source, image slideshow, display capture. Display capture. Try that. Display capture. Okay, I see that. I want maybe that'll work. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Okay, it seems like it's working. Okay, there's a lag on this other one, so let me see. And make that go away. And voila. Okay, cool. Alright. Alright, so this is where I was yesterday. I launched, so this is Oregon's largest lake. It's really, 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 really big. I live way down here. This is where I live. And it's about 30 minutes north is a place called Rocky Point. All this is kayak trails. Officially, these are designated kayak trails all through this area. Which, I gotta fish and check it out because, I haven't yet. So what I did this last week, or yesterday, is that I launched at Rocky Point, which is right here, and then I came down, measure distance, and I came down, Comfort Point, Comfort Lodge right here. This is where I usually catch fish. Then I came down here, and then I went up here, then it was frozen, and then I came back down. And then I went over here. This is really shallow, 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 shallow. And then I thought, oh, let's check up here. And then this right here sort of narrows. It's not this wide right now. And let me see. It shows it on the real. Yeah, it's real narrow. And so I went up here. Noticed that people were duck hunting. And then I retreated because you don't want to be around when people are shooting for ducks. And then right down here is this Harriman's Resort, which is really, really cool. Beautiful, beautiful resort. It's newer. Look at that. And it really is very pretty. It's a newer resort, and it's got beautiful docks. I mean, it really is a very pretty place. $4 million. So, you want to buy it? He's selling it for $4 million. He's got lodgings, cabins, as well as campgrounds. And this might be the campground area here. I don't know. It's got, 80-some acres or something like that. So that's probably the campground area there. And it's right on the river, right there, that creek. What's the name of the creek? It's called 4 Mile Creek. And it's not I guess if I was thinking about going this way. I guess that would have been, it's not really 4 miles though. It's like 2.5. Why do they call it 4 Mile Creek? Maybe if you go one way, you got to come out the other way. I don't know. But anyway, that's where I went yesterday. This is my favorite spot, Rocky Point, to fish. Now, from what I've been reading, this right here, right there, Williamson's Mouth River, the mouth right there. This is an awesome spot, from what I'm told. So, but that right there, So that's 9 miles. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. All right. Drag. So what is that? That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what is that? 4 miles, 5 miles, 6 miles, 6.5 miles one way. That's quite a paddle. Quite a paddle. So I could go clear measurements. I tried to get onto the Williamson's River somewhere up here, but there was really no clear access, and you can't right now because I'm not Indian, so you can't. So all right, back to this screen, huh? Let's see. All right, so I would have to launch over here, Modoc Point. And I don't know if there's a spot over there at Modoc Point. And then I have to make my way over here. So measure distance. See, that's quite a bit. Yeah, it's only 4.5 miles. There's a road here. Private property. It's private property. Gosh, is that a road? No, that's not a road. That's just a map. I have no problem knocking on people's doors, so I will. No, this is the house I knocked on the door to. I knocked on. Where was those people's house? I think I knocked on. Nice young lady came out. See, I can't go up there. See, I can't go up there. Oh, it's Toquab. This was the house I knocked on the door to. Yeah, they're nice people. But because I knocked on the door and I knew I was coming on to private property, I didn't want to intrude. So I asked their permission, and they said they didn't have any river access, or she did. Her dad didn't answer the door. Looks like they do, but it's private property. It's better to ask, because around here it's open carry, and yeah, I really just don't want to get shot, do you? So I'm looking for another spot. See, this is all, Agency Lake's really shallow, so it's got to be frozen over or partially frozen. And this is the Wood River, I think. Is that the, yeah, that's the Wood River wetland. So this is the Wood River, which you cannot fish the Wood River either. Crazy people. So really, I'm off limits on Williamson's and Wood. This right here, squiggly one, this is the Sprague. And that is not closed. I could fish the Sprague, but it's a matter of having somebody meet me at a takeout point. My family's not crazy about going anywhere out in the outdoors. So I need to find me a paddle buddy with a car. This way we can park one car one spot, one car the other spot, and we always have a launch and a takeout point. That's the way you float a river. Oh, I went down here. I went and checked out a few other places. This right here is that Nuss? Yeah, Nuss Lake. This lake right here. Check that out. It's frozen. Then I went over here. This right here. I think that's Lost River or something like that. It's got a dam, really good dam right here. And Lost River, frozen. It's all frozen. So can't fish that right now. So I'm new to the area, so I'm always checking out, where I can go, So nice thing is there's lots of places here in the Klamath area that you can go. future donation. Ginger ale. Yeah, let's turn off my screen capture and see if it works. There it goes. All right, so that's that. I am looking for a second kayak, and for next year, for the spring, for my son. Let me turn that on again. I want to take you guys over to Hoodoo Sports. This is a new company. I want to get sponsored by them, and if I buy their kayak, I want sponsorship. Why not? I like their kayaks. So this is their selection. What is amazing about their kayaks? Now, I'm not much for pedal. I'm not one to endorse pedaling a kayak. If you want to pedal, get a bike. But if you want to pedal kayak, this kayak's pretty tight. For $1,200, it's a 10-footer. It's 100 or 120 inches, and it is a pedal kayak. And the beautiful thing, these guys, they pre-drill everything in this thing. Their pedal assembly is all pre-drilled for mounts for your fish finder, for rod holders, whatever. I mean, they've pre-drilled and put star mounts everywhere, so you really don't have to buy the bases for these things. They've got accessory tracks in it. They come with a paddle. Keep that in mind, because I mean, at $1,200, yes, it's $100 shipping, which is good because you want to pay for shipping. Why do you want to pay for shipping? Because if you don't, they'll just put a bunch of wrap around it, and they won't care how it gets to you. And that happens a lot. Even the brand that I own, they send it to the distributor damaged. So, I mean, I love Feel-Free, don't get me wrong. But pay them $100, make sure you get it right. So really, that $1,200 is $1,300. But for a they got some real good looking colors too. That molten lava is hot. I love green. I don't know what it is about green. I don't think they have a green. Do they have a green? They got a turquoise. But this right here, I mean, this is, you look it up, the Tempest 120p pedal. Actually a pretty sweet ride. Really nice ride. And in the back, it's got a bait well. Right here. I don't know if you can see it right there. Behind the seat. That you can make it an ice chest or a bait well, whatever you want. But it's an ice chest, basically. And you can easily make it a bait well. They come with rudders. Their boats do. So me, I kind of like, I want to get the 130 because again, I don't like pedaling on a boat. So this doesn't have the ice chest, but it's a larger, faster, easier to row, huge. Actually, the front hatch is an ice chest. The front hatch. So you can, I mean, this thing's super stable. And you can see down the middle, you see all the pre-drills on it and those holes? Those holes are starports. You know, just pop something down in there. I mean, really, really nice in the center console. And it's got a scupper right in the middle of forward, so you can put a transducer, and it's got a transducer mount underneath, so you won't get hit by the, it's above the bottom. $800 for a 130. $800. I mean, that's pretty sweet. I mean, $100 for shipping, so it's $900. You get a rudder, which usually runs, like on my Feel-Free, $200 more. You also get a paddle. Yeah, I don't know how good it is. Probably not very good, but I'm sure it's not very bad. But it'll get you started. A good paddle will run you about $90. So But still, for $900, you're going to get a ruddered boat. It's a 130-inch boat. You've got a fantastic console. You've got a huge storage capabilities to it. You've got tackle storage right, left and right of your seat, by the way. You know, this little area here is perfect for Plano boxes. So, and you just got a ton of storage on this one. So, really, when you think about it, my Moken 12.5 runs $800 on sale. And then if you bought a rudder, that's $200. So that's $1,000. That's with a rudder. So that, you know, this is $900. And you can get the paddle. That's pretty sweet. That's really sweet. So I would definitely check out Hoodoo Sports. I'm hoping that I've already sold one or two. I know one. Feel free, I've sold maybe two because of yesterday. I've had over 30 years sales experience. I can talk people. I could talk it up. I love my boat, but I want a second one. You know, my second one, I want to be sponsored. I don't think that's an unreasonable thing. So, all right, we'll make that display capture go away. I can just click it on, click it off whenever I want to show you guys something. If you don't know, look right below. Subscribe, and you can support the stream for $1 or $2 or whatever you want to give, if you want to give anything. But if you click on that link, you'll go to the upper right. There's a merch store. There are 4 things I put in the merch store. I haven't made more. And I've got some really cool ideas, as well as some sleighing. I mean, hey, terrible at fishing. I mean, I'm game for some really fun sayings. I mean, how can you be terrible at fishing? I have a lot of ways to be terrible at fishing. I mean, just count them. There's a bunch. So, I want you guys to enjoy your day. Please, if you can get out there and fish, fish. Try some Ned rigs. I mean, what I saw today or this morning on a video about trout jumping on these things, I'm pretty excited as soon as my whirlwind Ned rigs come in, because I mean, I ordered, what was it? I ordered something. Oh, it was my 6 cents package, my subscription box. It was shipped. It took over 3 weeks to get to me because it went to Hawaii. How does that happen? We don't know. So now I order something from Rabbit Baits, and it goes to New Hampshire. Most people don't even know New Hampshire is a state or where it is. I hope you guys know where it is. It's in New England, which isn't near England at all. Not at all. But it's in New England. It's cold there. It's snowing there. It's frozen there. Unlike here. It'll be frozen here later this week. If you are in Oregon, Southeast Oregon, definitely check out The Ledge here in Klamath Falls. No, they don't sponsor me, but Mike is a really cool guy. Plus, his name is Mike, and my name is Mike. He's got a good selection of feel-free lures in stock, as well as a few others, and Eddy Line. Eddy Line is a really, really, really easy, fast-paddling kayak. It's a sit-in, I think. I think they're all sit-ins, the Eddy Lines. But nice kayaks. Whew. Man, they're shiny. Shiny kayaks. Oh, what else? I don't think there's anything else for me to say, except for ginger ale is really, really good. You know what would be good in this? Is orange juice. Orange juice and ginger ale is awesome. Yeah. I can't have liquor. So I make fake liquor, virgin drinks. I'm going to put orange juice in that because it's a good idea. Even take some frozen orange juice and just put a little bit in there. Mix it up. Booyah. Explosion of flavors. It's like a mimosa. Where they take orange juice and champagne. That's what that is, except not. Alright, guys. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. I really did. And I guess everybody's going to get $600 each. And spend it on smart things like bills and stuff like that. And if you have no bills, spend it on the second smartest thing, fishing. Do you want a kayak? Get a kayak. The Tamarack Pro 103, you can get at Walmart for $350. It's a 10-footer, 10 foot 3 inches, for $350. That was a really, really, really nice kayak. Great reviews, by the way. Really good reviews. And it can sport up to 300 pounds. So it kind of rules me out. By the way, I've lost 8 pounds. And my lungs are feeling much better because of my medications. And yesterday, I was able to get into my boat, get out of my boat, load it, offload it, paddle it without losing a lung. That really is the goal in life, is not losing another lung. I lose another lung, it's gone. There ain't nothing left. So, but I'm going to keep knocking on these doors for sponsorships. Keep knocking on them and see what happens. And if you guys want to support the stream, please have at it. I won't stop you. Bless my wife. My wife will be shocked. And let's shock my wife. And drink lots of orange juice and